Hi there, and welcome back to The Infected. We hope you're doing well. For the next hour or so, please sit back, relax, and enjoy some great freaking music with us. After 3 seasons, Jeroen and I still have plenty of great tracks we want to share and discuss with you all, from well-known bands to little recent obscurities. And thanks for dropping some suggestions, by the way. We will play and discuss some over the next episodes. And today we have 2, so stay tuned. Even though spring is in the air, let's start off with a cold one from Lycia. What an opening, right?
Oh man, great track. It's just, it takes you away on feathered wings. It's beautiful.
Well said, man. So I believe we covered Lycia earlier, right? Is it the first season when we're still doing it in Dutch with Jan Willem, or the second? I can't remember, but...
Well, we definitely featured them before, but I'm really happy you brought them back for this track.
Yeah, likewise, man. They popped up on my radar, actually, I believe a week or 2 or 3 ago. I was looking on Spotify and I missed some recent EPs and reissues and new stuff by them. It keeps giving me goosebumps. They've been very consistent in the vibe and the atmosphere that they've been putting out. Used to own this on vinyl, by the way. It was milky white with shitty brown in the middle, really. Look it up on Discogs. It really looks kind of messy, but...
you make it sound so attractive.
This is from the album Cold. They released it in 1996. They did most of their releases on cassette tapes. And as of, I believe, early or mid-90s, also on CD, but there are only a few vinyl releases. And they are from Phoenix, Arizona, kind of warm. Even though this sounds cold, the album is called Cold. But they moved to Ohio, mid-90s. And they had 2 years there. Mike Van Poortvliet and Tara Van Flower. Winter-inspired track names. Yeah, they began recording on 4-track tapes, only moved to 8-track, I believe, in the second half of the 90s. Anyway, sounds quite basic, but some of the best sounding albums by big bands were recorded on 8-track. It's more than enough. And they put it out on CD, but luckily for us now, it's almost all of their catalog is available on Spotify these days.
Yeah, that's great stuff. And, many bands get dazzled by all of the options that they have in a really big studio with 64 tracks, and they just go overboard. If you're a real musician and you put feeling into it, 4 tracks is all you need.
Yeah, true.
Also, what I like about this track is I was amazed that it's almost, it clocks in at 5.5 minutes, and I would have sworn it's like 3.
Oh, really?
Always when this song ends, I'm like, already?
Yeah, I was drifting away. It sounded like longer to me, to be quite honest. But most of their tracks are quite long. But okay, get it.
I felt like I was way off in the stratosphere, and then all of a sudden it stops. I'm like, hey, don't leave me out here. Don't leave me hanging.
Yeah. By the way, this whole album flows. Every track flows into the next one. It's kind of a one big ambient album, but I get what you're saying. Yeah. So
we got a really cool new feature, which you may or may not have noticed, depending on whether you're a Spotify fan. But you can give us shout-outs on Spotify now, and we got one from T. White from Las Vegas. She recently drove all the way through the desert to Los Angeles to go see Depeche Mode live. Man, we're jealous. I hope you saw a great show, T. Depeche Mode are fantastic live. I'm sure they rocked in LA.
Sounds good. Did just release a new album, right?
Yeah, someone else also asked us to play a track from the new Depeche Mode album, something with a great username on Spotify, 538UL84.
Nice and personal.
maybe change your username to something more interesting, guy or girl. I don't know. But frankly, we listened, but we're skipping the new Depeche Mode album. In my opinion, the album's sound is excellent, but the songs are just a bit subdued, and I'm missing particular urgency on this latest Depeche Mode album.
Sounded more like fillers than actual killers.
No, it's all a bit down tempo, and it's all a bit I don't know. We do remain enormous fans of their earlier work, and I'm sure they'll return to form eventually. So another shout out from us to Jessica, our big fan from Little Rock, Arkansas. It looked like that Matrix theme party in Club Nevermore was pretty wild. Stay strange. Do you want to reach out to us too? Follow us on Insta at TheInfectedNL or on Spotify. There you can interact directly with us. On your phone, look up our latest episode on Spotify. When you tap through to see the show details, you will find a Q&A section with the option to leave feedback. Of course, you can also use our site, www.theinfected.nl, where you'll find playlists, show notes, videos, and ways to contact us. We love hearing from you, our children of the night.
Yes, we do.
So on to some more user content. A question from Jorrit, one of our faithful listeners. His question is, I read in Bono's book Surrender that U2 were considered post-punk at the time in the late 70s. Do you guys agree? And if so, what song would be the best proof of that?
That's a good one.
It's an interesting question.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of U2 personally because I tend to know their later songs and their more poppy ones, but listened back to their earlier work and I understand this question. What about you?
Well,
a bit.
Really, if you put it simply, post-punk and music is the punk attitude recombined and blended with other music genres like pop, reggae, electronica, folk, etc. So new wave then is a subgenre of post-punk, and new wave combines punk elements with electronic dance, focusing less on guitars and more on synthesizers. So you could say, back to the question, was U2 considered post-punk in the late 70s? Well, in the late 1970s, U2 was not seen as anything at all. They only first appeared on the radar in the 80s. But yes, Boy, October and War, I think are post-punk albums. Just listen to this track from their debut album Boy. It was produced by Steve Lillywhite. Pay some special attention to the sound of the drums of drummer Larry Mullen Jr., by the way. Steve Lillywhite had him playing in a stairwell to get the right echo on the drum sound.
Oh, cool.
This is it, the Electric Co. The Electric Go. So, Gover, did you think?
I like it, man. As I said, I'm not really a U2 fan, but I don't know much of their earlier work. I just know their poppy stuff. I like the energy, man.
Yeah, this has the urgency of the up-and-coming young guys storming the charts and, having big dreams. I've known and loved this song for many years, but I never realized what it's about until I did some research on the track.
Your lyrics, man, I know.
Yeah. No, well, actually, I always thought, why make a song about an electric company, right? I mean,
good question.
What makes that interesting? So now I took some time out to find out, and basically, it's about a Dublin friend of the band who attempted suicide and ended up in St. Brendan's Psychiatric Hospital in Dublin, where his experiences inspired this song. What happened to him at the psychiatric hospital is that he got electroconvulsive shock therapy, a horrific procedure that was quite common in Dublin in the 1970s. So, the Electric Go was neighborhood slang for the procedure in which electric currents are passed through the brain, intentionally triggering a brief seizure. The goal is to cause changes in brain chemistry that can reverse symptoms of certain mental health conditions. In early treatments, though, high doses of electricity were administered without anesthesia, potentially leading to memory loss, fractured bones, and other serious side effects. The Electric Go. Some story, eh?
Yeah, definitely. But so it had to be quite severe in order for people to take these risks. What the hell?
Yeah, they still do it, but these days, A, they provide anesthesia, and B, the currents are much more, let's say, limited and low in power. So they started out with raw power and no anesthesia on a level that you really could mess you up.
Damn. Did you see that documentary about Jeffrey Dahmer, by the way, on Netflix?
I heard about it. It's supposed to be good, right?
Yeah, it's good and interesting. I also saw some stuff about him on YouTube many years ago, but reminds me of him because he was also drilling holes in people's heads in order to lobotomize them or turn them into zombies.
Trepanation, that's meant to make you directly accessible for higher powers.
That's probably the word.
Direct channel into the brain. Yeah, that's another theory I'm never going to try out.
No, me neither. Shall we do something more recent right now? What do you think?
Let's move on. Yeah. Oh, good idea. What do you got?
There's a band called Just Mustard.
Oh yeah.
And they have released, I believe, 4 things on Spotify. Also, this is one I came across by accident. Let's play the track first. It's called Deaf. And then let's talk a little bit about it afterwards. Let's enjoy.
Deaf by Just Mustard. This makes you realize how happy you should be that you're not deaf.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. What I really liked is that small room reverb. They recorded it in some way, quite intimate, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
It has a totally different feeling than most shit I listen to. It's kind of dense. I don't know.
Yeah, it's sort of lo-fi, but in an interesting way.
Yeah. So this is a band from Ireland, from the town of Dundalk. Have you heard of that? Dundalk?
I don't
think so.
Nope.
Apparently that town is filled to the brim with musicians, I found out.
Oh.
The thing is, with these newer bands or younger bands, I like to play them because I think it's really freaking good, and you do too. There's not that much information to talk about. That's the downside. Anyway, I found out the town is located halfway between Dublin and Belfast. This band was formed by a group of college friends. They started noodling around with some synths and guitars or so in 2015, around that time, only to play on major festivals, by the way, and open for The Cure in 2019.
Some achievement.
So it's a relatively unknown band for most of our listeners probably, but they did open for The Cure. Damn. More about The Cure later, by the way. We got a special one, a demo version, later this episode.
Yeah, but this is another one of your finds, right? Is your Pepper and your red lorry, yellow lorry, and now a band called Just Mustard. I mean, do you specifically go out looking for bands with really weird names, or how does that work?
Yeah, you should think so. I don't, man. That's the beauty of Spotify. But I still have a lot of digital files and CDs, but you get suggestions listening to Spotify. You got your weekly specials, and I believe this was in my weekly suggestions or something.
Well, you must be in some special category because they don't have a whole lot of plays. And generally, just about 70k people listening to these guys, according to Spotify, which is not huge. But I really like the band. Singer sounded a bit like the niece of Elizabeth Fraser.
I get what you're saying. The dreamy.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
That's a sound you fall for, I know.
Yeah. And it's synth heavy. There's one guitar in there, I believe. But
oh, yeah.
I just loved it. Got some goosebumps, and I thought I'd share it with you all, dear listeners.
Great track.
Thanks.
Thanks for sharing. And obviously, I don't go to algorithms to feed me music. I just listen to our listeners. Because we have we have another band tipped to us by a listener. And we're going to be playing the Crook Shadows, an American dark wave and dark synth pop band from Jacksonville, Florida in the United States. Now, this band has been around for a long time, over 30 years. So long ago, they released their first album on a cassette tape. There we go again.
Yeah. How come we never heard of this?
I'm not sure, but they do have a very original sound. Many of their tracks feature the electric violin, which is quite different and cool. Rogue is the person on vocals, words, concepts, drum machines, songsmithing and electric violins, and he's also the leading man of the band. Sometimes, in some periods, even has been the only man in the band. But after many years of record label troubles and floating around, he acquired control of all their artistic catalogue, and it's now published on his own label, Wishfire Records. Smart move to keep creative control. Mm-hmm. And this one was brought to us by request from Emily K. Eichelberger. Thanks for putting this band on our radar by request. This one is for you, and it's called Marilyn, My Bitterness.
Infect me.
Why
you miss me now, and if your bed is empty too. Did you think it would hurt? Did you think I would feel when the world came falling down? Or maybe you didn't think at all, and that's why I feel what I feel now. Did you think I would fall? Did you think I would cry? Did you think I would beg and stay? One of these days you're gonna recognize just who you've grown away. Marilyn, my bitterness, I've fallen into a stranger nightmare. Marilyn, oh Marilyn, I cannot break away. Marilyn, my bitterness, I've fallen into a stranger nightmare. Marilyn, oh Marilyn, I cannot find my way. I'll absorb this agony. I'll carry all this pain. I'll wipe away this emptiness. I will purify this stain. My wings will fold around me now. For once a one was two. And my memory is a monument that will always stand for you. But did you think it would hurt? Did you think I would feel when the world came falling down? Or maybe you didn't think at all, and that's why I feel what I feel now. Did you think I would fall? Did you think I would cry? Did you think I would beg you to
Emily, thanks for putting this on our radar. Did you know they made a beautiful track about you? Clan of Zymox, Emily. Check it out. It's also on Spotify. Seriously, it's a great one. Yeah, I must say the Crux Shadows I'm not a big fan, in all honesty. I have a big problem with singers that try to fill up every single piece of space with singing. There is a solo on 4 minutes 40, something around that. I loved the executive slacks. I loved the rawness of it. It keeps dragging along for 7.5 minutes or so. It's right up my alley.
So that was also Emily who suggested them. Another band I've never heard of, but with an album title like "You Can't Hum When You're Dead," you've got me, man.
Freaking awesome, right?
Yeah, those guys have they have a really weird selection of songs. Some of them sound like a sort of a psycho version of 70s, early 70s pop music. And then it goes this direction. It can be very guitar heavy in some tracks, and then all of a sudden it sounds like the tune from Doctor Who. I mean, they go pretty much everywhere. I like the anarchy of Executive Slacks.
Yeah. I heard them before, by the way. But there's one track I have in a playlist that I frequently listen to. It's called "Say It Isn't So." It's also by the Executive Slacks, so I remembered the name. Where do I know it from? But Emily is clearly a girl with taste.
Well done, thank you for sharing.
Talking about this rawness of the executive slacks, this may be a smooth transition onto the next track we have selected for this episode, right?
Yeah, what's it called?
Let me stumble over my words. It's by The Cure. That's an easy one. But the song is called Sadakik or Sadacic, however you want to call it. It's from 1984. It's a demo version, and it's from the album The Top. It wasn't received quite well. It was kind of a breach with what they did before. But just first, let us listen to it, and then we can share our opinions about it.
Infected Classic.
Shall we start ranting and raving about how good this album is? What do you think?
Yeah. Oh man, I love it. I love the top. I know everybody hates on it. I don't understand why, because I think it's a very, very interesting and quite different, but really great album.
I have nothing to add. Different is not always good, but in this case it totally is. I get it's breaching with the things they did before and probably also after, but goddamn, I like my Robert Smith served nice and angry. This is just perfect.
Yeah.
Especially this demo version.
Yeah, you can hear that they made some money off the first couple of albums, and by now he got some more expensive studio equipment at home, so his demos become more interesting. And
yeah.
But also you can hear he's just messing around, right? I mean, it's like almost 80% into the song, he sort of figures, well, I've done pretty much what the idea for this song was, and he starts punching buttons on the drum machine.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, different sounds come, at 80% into the track. You get different drum patterns, and then he figures he might as well throw in an extra couple of guitar riffs just to see how they sound. I like the rawness of this.
Right, exactly. And the recording quality obviously isn't on par, but that just adds a new layer to the experience, man. He literally is saying, shout, shout, when he's singing. He is shouting, he's screaming.
Yeah.
Man, I love it when he's angry, or frustrated, or emotional. I don't know. Yeah.
No, he was just letting it out. I'm pretty sure there were many times when there were not actually words coming out of his mouth, but just sounds. He was sort of tasting what the sort of wail or what the sound or what the direction would be, and worry about the lyrics later. That's definitely how it sounded to me, at least.
Yeah, likewise, man. Goosebumps all over. Goosebumps.
Yeah, great stuff.
For sure.
Great stuff, as we like to say.
Cheers, mate.
That's what we like to share, right?
Yep.
Thanks for digging this one up.
Of course.
From the top, great album. Everybody who says any different,
Yeah, unsubscribe and leave us forever. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on. Next up is Sour, a track from Void Vision's debut album, Sub Rosa, which appeared on Berlin-based label Mannequin Records. Mainly solo work by singer and producer Sherry Vary. The album has an infectious wave synth sound, with songs lush and dynamic in range and structure, and with a strong sense of personality. Also a bit rough around the edges, but I like that.
Me too.
Here we go. Void Vision, Sour.
We used to live in harmony.
This makes me want to dance.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
It, it sure does. We're recording this on a Wednesday, but this makes me feel it's Saturday or something.
It should always be Saturday, really.
True. That's fine.
Yeah, Void Vision.
Fresh.
Yes.
Fresh sounding.
It is. You can feel that this is almost underproduced, but I really like it. It's a bit older. It's from the band was formed in 2009, when the minimal synth wave and cold wave genres were really greatly revived. They had previously recorded an EP and released one single, but this is really the first and only full-length album of Void Vision. It contains tracks that were recorded between 2011 and 2013. This actually was released as a single, Sour. It's an excellent synth pop track. I like that Void Vision hits us with a quick chorus, and Sherry Very's icy vocals combine perfectly with her epic synth sound to create a cool and catchy song.
Catchy, absolutely. I also like the band name, by the way, Void Vision.
Yeah, it's cool. I thought so. Yeah, I tried to look up what she did after 2013, and there's a house DJ called Sherry Very, but it looks like it's somebody else. She seems to have disappeared off the face of the earth pretty much, which is a shame. But if any of our listeners know anything about the whereabouts or the musical exploits of Sherry Very after 2014, do let us know.
Or maybe she just faded into obscurity.
Yeah.
We'll never know. We'll see.
Yeah. So...
talking about fading away.
Yeah.
We had a loss.
We did. Sad times when a legend of the synthesizer genre, one of the fathers of many of the different genres of music that we love, passes away. So it happened on March 28th, 2023. Only became public knowledge a couple of days later. Mr. Ryuichi Sakamoto was a music innovator and master of synthesizer music. Mr. Sakamoto San, as I should say, to honor him, combined Western and Eastern sounds like no one else, a unique combination characteristic of much of his work. We played him only last episode with his Yellow Magic Orchestra.
Yep.
And this was from the beginning of his career, actually already at the University of Fine Arts and Music in Tokyo, where he studied composition. He showed himself to be a student of both the Japanese composer Toru Takemitsu and the Frenchman Claude Debussy. So he was always marrying those two worlds. As said, he founded Yellow Magic Orchestra in 1978 with some close friends, which was a pop group with mainly electronic instruments. A quite novel idea at the time. The group was actually often seen as the Asian Kraftwerk, like you mentioned last time, Goof. Mm-hmm. But YMO's music was considerably lighter and more melodic than what our German friends did. In their own country, Sakamoto and his friends achieved Beatles-like popularity with it. And actually, Ryuichi was married to Akiko Yano, one of his bandmates in the Yellow Magic Orchestra for a while. So they combined traditional Japanese music with sounds like those heard in video game halls, and American genres like funk and disco also influenced the group. Outside Japan, they were much of an influence for British synthesizer groups such as Depeche Mode, Human League and Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark in the 1980s. And like Kraftwerk's music, YMO's music laid the groundwork for later dance movements such as house and techno. But even Michael Jackson and definitely his producer Quincy Jones were big fans of Ryuichi and his Yellow Magic Orchestra. He also started working solo already in 1978 with his first solo album 1000 Knives, but his personal career really took off in the later 80s. He had great success with pop music, but also as a film composer. The music he composed from the 1990s onwards was mainly minimalist and meditative. The piano was often the main instrument in his almost classical piano works. Asia as well as Debussy shone through in it, and Eric Satie was never far away. In the 2000s he mainly focused on ambient works. His electronic sound always carried an organic warmth, which is quite unique to the genre. And his cooperation with the German Alva Noto is particularly worth checking out. Popular tracks, more pop style, were also always part of his portfolio, although never mainstream. 80s sound influenced him, and David Bowie was a definite inspiration, but he was not a singer himself, rather a composer. Sometimes he added some spoken word to his records. and his movie score works finally are deeply layered, each film score soundtrack somehow building on the previous one. Notable are his works for Bertolucci's The Last Emperor, which earned Sakamoto an Oscar in 1987, as well as The Revenant more recently, with its deep piano sound building into the great orchestral work, as well as...
With DiCaprio, right? With the bear attack scene.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
so deep.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
And the sound in that movie is great as well. Then I also want to reference Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. This is a movie about an impossible love between a prisoner of war and a Japanese soldier in an internment camp, in which he starred together with David Bowie. Oddly enough, in this title track from the movie, it's not David Bowie that sings this track. The singer in this track is actually David Sylvian of Japan. This is the title track from that movie, Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence by Ryuichi Sakamoto.
On your hands never seem to heal. I thought all I needed was to believe. Senseless years stand by,
I love this introspective ending to another nice episode.
Right? Yeah. Beautiful. The combination of the Asian and European sounds. The story, obviously, about his lover wearing forbidden colors. The opposites beautifully combined in the melancholy of something, loving something which you cannot attain. It's a beautiful piece of work. It's really hard when somebody who has such a great career, I mean, Oscar-winning, fantastic piano music, really great pop stuff, one of the founders of the music that we love and an example for many, and also somebody who is very important in the ambient scene. Just picking one song to play is like torture almost, but this is a beautiful one, and I think it speaks to many people. So rest in peace, Mr. Sakamoto San.
Agreed. And it's also kind of freaky. It's kind of a lame word to pick, but I don't know another word. But we just selected one of his first ones from YMO in the previous episode, and I believe after we launched that episode on Spotify and iTunes, a couple of days later we received the news. Really sad. Yeah.
So a loss for music, but he's given the world many, many, many beautiful tracks. So if you have not heard of him or haven't heard all sides of Ryuichi Sakamoto, go check him out. There's lots to discover.
His music keeps living on. Okay.
I think that takes us to the end, doesn't it?
It does. I think it does. So, really enjoyed it again.
Thanks for letting us do this. Thanks for listening to us and putting up with our bullshit. You know, we appreciate you. Stay strange.
Exactly. And stay in touch. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Stay strange.